Hi, this is Sacred Bounder, where I do predictions of the future. If you like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder that we have lives here on whatever channel you're watching this on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central, and Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central. So make sure you mark down your calendars. And let's get started. Of course, we're having a bit of a snowstorm here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. It's mostly dissipated, but yesterday it was pretty bad. So we survived. Not to worry. Um, let's get started with our first one. Think you know Ethereum? Think again. Well, many of the predictions that I had stated previously have actually come true. Ethereum Foundation has already said that the Ethereum 2.0 is going to be delayed. Okay, probably by a couple of months. Okay, they were shooting for June and July, approximately in there, and I kept saying that's going to be delayed a little bit more, probably into the fall time, approximately. So there's that, and a lot of people are starting to turn away from Ethereum and looking at Solana or many of the competitors to Ethereum. So let's have a look at what Ethereum, what's in the cards for Ethereum in the next 3 months or so. Okay, we got some people coming into the chat. We got Dilly. Hello. And we got another new person here. Hello. And we got Domino. Hello, Domino. Always likes to help Daddy out with the live stream. Say hello. Yeah. Okay, I gotta do a show here, so you gotta sit. Yeah. So let's have a look at that Ethereum. Ethereum's gonna be the manager on duty right now. The wife's on deck as well, doing things all in the background. So let's have a look at that Ethereum for the next 3 months. Okay. Now, Ethereum, it seems everything was going fine. They were just having some complications with the some of the people that were involved. Unfortunately, not everybody got their duties done on time. Okay, I guess they have a big board which lists all the people with all the things that they need to accomplish to bring out Ethereum 2.0, and that's been delayed because of switching of people and bringing new people in. Okay, and getting them up to speed and all that sort of thing. If you know the corporate world, that sort of thing happens a lot. A lot of the things that were supposed to be part of the 2.0 may be delayed by a year or two from now, but I think the main body of it is going to be just a couple months later than what they had said previously. A lot of the things that were hidden are going to be revealed about what's actually going on with Ethereum um, behind the scenes. A lot of the people are discouraged from Ethereum, of course. Not only the people that are working on the project, but the people that are expecting it to explode in price. And the price for the next 3 months seems to be holding that viewpoint. Okay, so it's going to be following the Bitcoin price along going forward, but it's not going to take off on its own. And everybody wants to see that flippening, or some people want to see that flippening happen. That's not going to occur. I think Bitcoin's going to come out very, very strong in the next 3 months, over and above Ethereum for the next little while. And the price is representing that. Okay, they're not going to have that wheel of fortune, which is in the money part of their reading for the next 3 months, and there's a lot of things that they had to tiptoe through, like walking on eggs, that they've just gotten over. Um, but now there's a whole bunch of new hurdles that they have to overcome to try to get everything done on a reasonable time schedule. You have to remember Ethereum 2.0 was supposed to be out in 2017. It's now 2022. So, what's another month or so, right? Okay, about, beyond the actual deadline that they had passed for themselves. They will tame this. They will get things done on time, the main body of it. But I think a lot of the minor things that they were hoping for are going to be delayed by another year or so. So we won't see that full Ethereum 2.0 for quite a bit of time going forward. Okay, so that was Ethereum. Um, it's still a strong coin. It's going to overcome all of its difficulties. And when the price does come down, and it probably will because people get discouraged, it may be a great buying time for Ethereum. So buy low, sell high, as the old motto goes, which, of course, is not financial advice from me. You make your own decisions on what you do with your hard earned money. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Now everybody's talking about Twitter. Okay, Elon Musk, Twitter. It's kind of a small story that's out there, right? Wink, wink. Um, let's have a look at what's going on for the next 3 months with Twitter. Okay, and everything going on around it. Okay, so let's have a quick look. Lots of people asking questions. We're going to do a few more of these, and then we'll get to the chat. Not to worry. I have a lot of good questions coming up that I see on the side panel here. Okay, Ethereum, or sorry, Twitter for the next 3 months. Good old Muskie doing his thing. You have to remember that he's a businessman. He's not not really for free speech, particularly. He's all about the money, and he's very, very smart. He knows what everything that's going on around the Twitter space and all the other misinformation agents that are out there, like Twitter, CNN, and all of them, which we all see falling by the wayside. I know CNN has a new paid for thing like Netflix, and it fell flat on its face because people are just tired of that sort of thing, of the lies that CNN does all the time, and people keep catching them in lies. And I think most of the populace of the world has figured this out finally. And that's the same thing with Twitter, where they're too much of the not letting people say what they need to say, okay, within reason. But I know a lot of the people are going to be leaving the programming aspect of the Twitter space. Let's have a look at the cards. Okay. Now, the body of it, there's going to be a lot of celebrations happening within Twitter, but this is within that 3-month period that we're looking at. A lot of the things that he was hoping for originally are going by the wayside. So now he's doing his new tactic, and that new tactic is going to win out overall. Okay? So even if he loses, even if he wins, he screws Twitter. Okay? Well, he wins, whichever way the owners of Twitter will do. So I think they have. He's put them in a position where they have no choice but to accept his offer of what was it, $54 per share or something like that, which comes to up to like 54 billion or something like that. And then he's saying that he's going to reduce that price if he doesn't get his way. Okay. So he's going to have a lot of the victories that the Twitter spirit that was before Elon had about doing all the things are going to be failing. He himself is going to be charging forward. We got the Knight of Wands right there, and that I believe represents Elon himself. And he's just going to charge in and do whatever he needs to do to make his money back, plus much, much more. Okay. In the money side, the price is going to skyrocket for a short period of time. Then it's going to collapse because of uncertainty in the next couple of weeks. It's not going to go down that much, but a lot of investors are going to pull out a little bit regarding the decision that the board members of the Twitter company make in the next little while. And of course, people are looking at all the negative things and not looking at the positive of everything. They want a failing business for whatever reason because of government money and all that. After everything is done, Twitter is gonna go quite high in its price. Okay, but this is going to take a time. I think it's going to be beyond that 3-month period that we're looking at right now. It's not ready to really go to the moon, actually. It's going to be a little after that where the stock really goes up. So gives the rest of us a little bit of time to buy in if we wish to capitalize on many of the things that are happening with Twitter itself. The people, like I said, a lot of the programmers and the people that are working on things in the background are very, very disappointed by the prospect of Elon taking over. But there's other people out there that can take on those jobs and probably much, much better. Okay. So everything's a green light for Elon to do the things that he's going to do. Okay. So that was Twitter look. And it's going to be interesting. Now, another Elon topic, which is Tesla. I think Elon's everywhere these days. Okay, we got weird pictures coming on the side panel here, but that's all right. We got some people from D Live. Hello. So let's have a look at that Tesla stock for the next 3 months. That's going to be going like this for the next little while because of everything that Elon's doing. Okay, with the Twitter thing, disrupting the people in power. Okay, we got to be careful with our language here because we are on YouTube and many of the platforms that are don't like you saying certain things about certain things. So we got to be careful with what we say here. Okay, let's have a look at that Tesla stock. Everybody's excited about that. Huh. Yes. So the body of the stock, the company itself, is going to be a little shook into the ground for the next little while because what Elon's doing with Twitter. A lot of the grants that he gets from the government for his vehicles, for his SpaceX, for all the other things are going to be a little shaky for the next little while because he's not getting that money because they want to punish him for everything that he's doing because it's basically disrupting what they're all about. Okay, so Expect many good buying opportunities for Tesla stock coming up. It's going to go down. Buy low, sell high. Okay, we all got to remember this, right? Going forward. So the body of the Tesla stock is fine, but it's going to be a little shaky. There's not going to be all the celebrations and everything of a huge price spike going forward. The money is going to be low, as I was just saying. And it's going to take a while for it to really start to climb back up as soon as the smoke clears. So, of course, giving everybody a great buying opportunity. Tesla is going to be around. It's just the stock is going to be a little cheaper per share. So, giving us all a nice opportunity, buying opportunity. The people that are involved in it are going to have a little bit of scrambling going on. We got a 10 card, so it's the end of a cycle for the people. Okay, we got the 10 card, the 10 of cups. So there's going to be, after that 3-month period and everything's shaky, they're going to have a nice celebration, and the smoke will clear, and things will be much, much better for Tesla and all of his other companies that are out there. They're going to really start hammering on him in the next little while. So, yeah, just expect really good buying opportunities for the next little while for many of his companies. Okay, Elon's companies. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. BTH. Getting into the cryptocurrencies. Hello, Dark. Yes, many good questions out there. We'll get to those in a little bit. Got 24 people on the line. That's awesome. So BTH. I have no familiarity with this one. Okay. So it seems that they were tied to situations that do not work for them, and they're correcting that situation for themselves. There's going to be some partnerships coming up, and it's going to be a slow burn up, okay, for its cryptocurrency. So it may be a really good time to have some good buying opportunities for that. The money, whatever it was at this moment, it's come to the end of a cycle. So if it was negative, it's going to be much, much better in the next little while, with a lot of hard work within the team, okay, itself. And it's of course, they avoided some destructive thing going on within the platform itself, because we got the tower right next to it, but it's reversed. So, meaning that they're ready to charge forward with everything that they're planning, and the tower was inverted. So, they gotten over a big, big hump within the organization itself. The money is going to be a nice slow burn going up. So, it's some really good buying opportunities in the future if you want to. People involved. We got some celebrations, it looks like, and looking towards a new future for that cryptocurrency going forward. And a lot of the negative things have been gotten rid of within the team. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Polygon. Everybody is asking about Polygon, Matic, that sort of thing. So let's have a look for the next 3 months on Polygon. Oh, we got some stock type questions, which is a good thing. Something we haven't seen quite a lot of. Mostly people are interested in the cryptocurrencies, but stocks are good too. There's going to be many good buying opportunities for stocks coming up very, very soon. So we'll try to keep on top of that as long as you ask the question. Okay, so Polygon, let's have a look at that. The body of it is a little topsy-turvy right now. There was the Three of Swords in the price, but it's reversed, and they've gotten back to old habits, finding that old habits are going to be carrying them further along than the kind of the new things that they were planning on doing. Okay, yeah, because the Three of Hearts or Three of Swords is reversed. So, as we all know, Three of Swords is your gold, and something comes between those things, making it difficult to get to your goals. Okay, so the price is going to correct itself by going back to old ideas that seem to work better than the old or new ideas that they were coming up with. Uh, Basically, getting back to basics with everything that they're doing. There's going to be a new balance. It's going to be a little rough for them for the next little while as they fix everything behind the scenes, and the price will start to go up um, after that 3-month period of time. Um, the people are not pleased with the change, but people don't like change sometimes, and they're going to be grumbly and whining about it, but in the end they're going to see that it's the right thing to do for the whole. Okay, so that was Polygon. Now we're getting into the chat. Will Achain crypto reach $3 US in the next 3 years? Not familiar with this one, but there's a lot that I don't know, so that's okay. The cards will tell us what we need to know. So in the next 3 years, we're going to see a huge drop down within that cryptocurrency. Won't get to that $3 point because of all the things that happened in this year. Second year is going to start to build, and in that third year, it's really going to start to take off, but not quite to that $3 US in that amount of time. It may get there for a short period of time, and something happens, and you're going to see it fall a little or quite a bit. Okay, so this one, some good buying opportunities coming along the way. If you're interested in that, I do see some good things happening with this cryptocurrency going forward. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. How will XYO perform this year? Okay. They're gonna stay steady. Okay. Everything that they plan on doing may fall apart on them. They're gonna avert some disastrous thing that's gonna be happening to the cryptocurrency itself. But they're gonna be pulling themselves up by the bootstraps and keep moving. We're gonna see a little bit of a price rise, but nothing major. Okay. But I think they're going to be charging for it, even though there's some big things happening that aren't too favorable for the platform. Okay, so it's going to be okay. There's going to be some good opportunities, as with most of the cryptocurrencies out there, for the next little while. So just be ready. Okay, not financial advice, but keep an eye on it. Okay, let's look at the next one. Will Litecoin outperform BTC in the next 5 years? Won't overcome Bitcoin. I know that from past readings. Litecoin will gain. I don't know if it's that amount in the next 5 years, but it'll get pretty close to that price. It's the unmentioned crypto that's going to be part of the new system. Not many YouTubers or many people talk about Litecoin. Just every so often. Most of the YouTubers talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum. What else? We got Doge and Shiba Inu, and sometimes they'll mention Matic or Polygon. But the big three are the Bitcoin, Litecoin, or not Litecoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and Shiba Inu. That's 4. I can't count today, but let's just have a look at the cards. It might get more gains than Bitcoin. I could see that, but it won't overcome Bitcoin in price. So let's just have a look. It'll get close to that $10,000 mark in that period of time. But not quite. There's going to be some new partnerships and new things attached to Litecoin, which will be very beneficial for its growth. I think people are going to be talking about Litecoin more and more coming up because they missed out on the big Bitcoin, because there's very little of it on the market right now. So we're going to see this huge explosion with Bitcoin in the next little while and the price, because there's very little of it on the market, supply and demand. We just got to get to that point where everybody wants it again. Okay. And that's not quite yet. People haven't figured out that we need Bitcoin to get over these situations that are happening around the planet. Okay. That's how I'll say it. Okay. We all know the dollar's fall. I know somebody in my comments was saying the dollar went up. Well, no. the dollar, not the dollar, the dollar keeps dropping in purchasing power, not the actual money. The price of goods have gone up, but your money has stayed and going down. Okay, so it's not been increasing. When people start to put the realization that Bitcoin holds its value better than any fiat currency, okay, you're going to see this huge rush of people going into cryptocurrencies. Okay, that time hasn't come yet. Okay, it will. And when they get there, they're going to find that there's not a lot of cryptocurrencies. So they're going to go to the other ones that are on the machine, like Litecoin and Ethereum, which are on most machines that are out there, or on if they figure out how to do trading online, they'll do that way as well. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. We're having technical difficulties. How much AMP coin can go up this year? Okay, I think I know how to do that on the cards. Get back. Oh, same. Same thread, same thoughts. Okay. Okay. AMP coin. I do see a 5 or 6% increase at least in the next 3 months. It's probably going to be a little bit more than that by the end of this year's time. We got the Wheel of Fortune, so meaning a lot of things are going to be happening that are just peachy keen for the cryptocurrency, but they're not going to quite get that domination that they're looking for in the next year or so, because everybody's attention's on other things and chasing the Bitcoin. And you're going to be seeing a lot more of that going forward because it's the most known cryptocurrency around the world. Most people don't even know what an Ethereum is. So regular people, not us. we're better than regular here on Second Readings by Andre. Yeah, they're going to be doing just fine. It's just it has to build all of its infrastructure and all that to really take hold of everything that it needs to do for the future. Okay, so it's going to do rather well. There's going to be some good buying opportunities for that cryptocurrency coming up, and yeah, buy it if you can and if you want to. Okay. Will Cardin chain crypto reach $3 in the next 3 years? Wow. I see threes. I see threes. Green. Anyways, that's a good question. Reach $3 in the next 3 years. Okay. No, which is the short answer. They don't have everything that they need put into place to really reach that goal in the next 3 years' time. Everything else is, like I keep saying, everybody's attention is going to be elsewhere than these smaller cryptocurrency platforms. If they do survive that 3 year period, I'm getting this feeling that they may not survive in some way. So in that 3 year period, I do see a big shakeup for them and not reaching that goal in that 3 year period of time. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Okay, I'm gonna have to have a sip of coffee here. I'm getting dry. For a while ago, you said that BTC might get washed out together with the stock market. When a lunar eclipse will happen the 30th of April, do you see how low BTC will go? Thank you. I think a lot of this stuff it's still true, but I think it was earlier. Like the other day, uh, Bitcoin went down to 22,000 for a split second, and then it jumped back up to Canadian. It's like $50,000 Canadian. Unfortunately, there's this tendency now. They're supposed to be separate entities. Okay, the old system and Bitcoin. For some reason, now they're paired together. So when the stock market drops, cryptocurrencies will drop. So what a lot of people are seeing, okay, for a short period of time, it's going to fall flat with the stock market. I still see that in that period of time, but it's going to be very quick. Okay, it's going to go, but it may be like a few days or maybe a few weeks of time when that happens. And it's just because people need to pay their bills and they're going to be using their cryptocurrencies. And we got a lot of the big time stock traders now involved in cryptocurrencies, and they're doing it like a stock, unfortunately, which they shouldn't be doing. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. They're supposed to be separate entities, but they're treating them as the same. So when the regular stock market starts to drop, cryptocurrencies will start to drop as well. We see this pattern going on over and over again. Unfortunately, there is going to be this separation between the old system and the new system a short time after that. Okay. And then everybody's going to get this, like, hey, we can use Bitcoin as money. And then everything will take off from there. So that's about correct. And it's going to be a very, very short time. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Hi, what is the cheapest month to get Star Atlas? Okay. I don't know how expensive it is. We'll go for the next 3 months, see if it's in that period of time. So we're looking for the cheapest. We're looking for that good buying opportunity for Star Atlas. So in the next 3 months, it's not this month, it's going to be April, May. Then June, it goes back up, okay? In that time period. So the good buying opportunities that you're looking for are next month. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Cards for Russell Brand. Yeah, he's in a little bit of a pickle. But let's have a look at Russell Brand. He'll pull out of it and all that. He's just getting a little heat from the elites. Although powers that be, because some of the things that he says, of course, he should be saying them on YouTube. Okay, Russell Brand. I guess this is our celebrity reading for this show. Okay, so his health is a little off whack for some reason. He's going back to old habits to fix some of the things that, ways he thinks he can fix things health-wise. And they're not quite working for him because of some of the stress going on around him. I think he's going to be turning everything around in the next 3 months' time and moving forward from there. He's no longer looking at the more negative things, and he's going to be looking at that positive aspect of life and moving forward from that. And whatever the situation that he was in will be eliminated, and he can move forward with whatever he was doing. Money wise, he's going to be okay. I think there's going to be some new opportunities popping up for him in this time period where he can recover some of the losses that he had with everything else kind of wavering. I don't think it's a huge loss for him, but he will start to recover much of that. And he's going to be found correct on many of the things that he was talking about. Okay. And of course, the powers that be will never acknowledge these things. Okay. But he'll get justice in other ways on some of the things that he's expressed. Okay. And a lot of the people that are around him, they're having, what's the good way to say, a hissy fit, because they're kind of woke. So they're going to have sleepless nights. Maybe his managers and people that look after his affairs are going to be, they're either going to have to change or they're going to be put out onto the street. Okay. And they're going to have to reimagine his way forward socially around the world. And they're going to be figuring that out. They just got to reshuffle some people around to get everything working the right way for him. So overall, I think he's going to be fine. He's going to overcome many of the things that he was going through in fine fashion as soon as he changes his viewpoint. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question on Russell Brand. Hey, Andre, your feelings on Solo? Solo. Star Wars fan. So, Shabbat if you didn't pick it up. I do really bad impersonations, so that's free. Hopefully you got a chuckle for the day. Okay, Solo Coin. Of course, I'm thinking of those. First thing that came to mind is those Solo cups back in the day when you go to a social. Those red cups. If you've been to Winnipeg or you live in Winnipeg, you've been to a bunch of socials. Socials are huge here in Winnipeg. Okay. Solo Coin. Seems a lot of the things that are there's a lot of things going wrong with this one, and they're coming out of that because a lot of the hidden things are becoming visible to everybody, and they're making new decisions on that cryptocurrency going forward, seeing if they want to get into it or not. So it's going to have a rough time for the next 3 months as they right size everything to move forward. A lot of the schemes or the strategies that they were doing are not going to work. So they're going to have to redo everything behind the scenes and think of new ways of moving beyond where they're at. And it's going to take quite a bit of time for them to get back on their feet. Okay, so that was Solo. Maybe some good buying opportunities there. So keep your eyes peeled. Yearn Finance. Okay. Super little guy liked my impersonation. Okay, so this is Yearn Finance. Ooh. We got our favorite card in the finances. That's a 3 of Swords. That means you and your goal and something comes between that. So everything that they thought they had under wraps is not under wraps, and it's going to kind of blow up in their face in the next little while. And everything hidden is going to be coming out into the light. Everything that was not peachy keen. I'm not saying that it's bad, but every project has loose ends that they want to keep hidden from everybody, especially if it's not going well for them on the programming side. And a lot of these things are going to be coming out of the woodwork. But they're going to have a lot of victories along the way fixing all these things. There's a lot of fixing going on in the cryptocurrency world. And they're going to be taming that situation to move forward. But I don't expect any huge price gains from Yearn Finance. I think we did a reading on this one not that long ago, and it's kind of the same thing. They're having a lot of troubles within the system itself. So expect a lot of ups and downs, not only financially for this one, but for the team itself. So in the next 3 months. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Will Tesla get into the battery business? They've been talking about that for some time, I believe. I saw a documentary on that. It's on YouTube. Okay. Tesla batteries. First, we got the 5 of Pentacles, meaning it's going to be left out in the cold on this one. A lot of the things that they're planning on doing are going to be revealed why they can't do it, because I think the concepts that they had on the drawing board were not quite to where they need them to be. Okay, not everything that Elon touches becomes gold, unfortunately. So they're going to be looking for other ways of achieving those goals. So for them to get into the battery business at this time, it's probably not going to be happening anytime soon. They'll keep working on it, but it's not going to be a thing for quite some time, because they got some things to work out behind the scenes. Okay, hope that answers your question. Hi, Andre and Yvonne. Can you do a reading on the new potential future company called 21E8? Something to do with DNA. Okay. Those kind of businesses, I can't really mention it here, are probably not something you want to get into for reasons. And that's another thing I'm thinking of doing hopefully this weekend. A lot of the questions that were asked on my YouTube and all that, I can't really do on YouTube, so I might do them on Rumble as a Rumble exclusive. So there is something to do with Mr. Putin and friends. I probably put that on the Rumble channel and other things like that. Okay. So just if you're not on my Rumble page, maybe you want to do that. I'm thinking of doing more of the political, like Hunter Biden stuff on there, because a lot of the YouTubers are getting axed just for talking about certain things. Okay, let's look at the DNA company. You can have things you can't see on YouTube channel. So this company is, we got the 10 of Swords. So it's the end of a cycle. So everything that they were going through, and it's the 10 of Swords. I'll show it to you. It's our little friend lying in the ditch with some things happening in his back. So this is what they were going through till this point in time. They're not that healthy overall as a company. And I think a lot of the things going on behind the scenes are not good for this company. I think they're not going to be surviving all that long. Okay, because we got the Fool right next to that, and we got the 5 of Pentacles next to that. So it's not looking too good for them health-wise in the next little bit. Money-wise, it may go up a little bit, but not tremendously. Okay, not like a Tesla stock. And the people are trying to balance. They're tied to things that might not work using the old system, but there is going to be some changes. We got a 10 card. We get a 10 of Wands, end of a cycle. And we got the Lovers next to that, meaning you're tied to a situation that is rather good, but may not be beneficial for the whole. Okay. They're too in love with old ideas. That's what I'm picking up. So it's going to waffle for the next little while. So might be something that it's up to you, of course, but I wouldn't get involved in this one. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Another stock question. What do you see for GGPI, which is merging with Polyester Motors. Okay. Lots of questions. It's okay, Tim Howard, to have lots of questions. Keeps the show going. It's either that or I'd be just sitting in the screen staring. I would come up with something, but you guys really bring the show to the next level. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at this stock. Jeez. Now, whatever they were going through in the merger, part of it is getting rid of bad actors, which is in the money system. The 10 of Swords has come up again in the health. Okay. Our good old friend lying in the ditch again. He's not looking so healthy. We got some things that they have to navigate around as a company. Because we got this one. Blindfolded and trying to go through a minefield. So there's going to be a lot of difficulties with the merging. And a lot of people aren't going to be happy with that. And it's going to be beneficial in the long run, but in the short run, it's going to be a lot of people cry about it because maybe one company is not as woke as the other one. So when this happens, there's going to be some crying and uncertainty about things. So it may create some good buying opportunities for the future. And we got an Ace of Swords, also meaning yes for the people. So there's going to be a switch around with people, which usually happens when that sort of thing happens. And it's going to be a little shaky for the next little while. So again, there's going to be some good buying opportunities if you're so inclined to do that. And once they straighten everything out, we'll see a little bit of a good price rise there. Okay, hopefully that answers your question on GGPI. Decentralized Twitter. Solcial. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of these decentralized Twitter clones that have come and gone, and they don't quite work, and they don't quite have the people, and they have a really hard time getting off the ground in some big way. What was the one that we invested in? It's doing okay. You put the app on your phone, and it drains your battery like crazy. What was it called?
Steam.
Which one?
Steam?
No.
Oh.
The one we have 10,000 coins in. But yeah, let's just have a look at the Solcial.
Oh,
Status. It's kind of a Twitter clone that does all this, and they put it on your phone, and you do anything, and your battery goes. I'm hoping they fix all these things. Tark says, "Thanks again, Yvonne. Keep it on track." Solcial. I don't think it's going to last all that long as a platform. It may be around. It's going to take them a long time to get anything off the ground. And then you got to get people to actually use the product itself. And a lot of the times I find these products are not the greatest. Unfortunately, it's a good concept, but it doesn't work, and it doesn't draw the people because it doesn't have the capital to advertise themselves everywhere. And plus, you got to get people interested in using it. So this is what's showing up in the cards. It may work, but not a lot of people would get into it for quite some time. There's Gatter and all the other, like Gab. That's kind of a Twitter clone sort of thing, and those are somewhat popular. I don't think this will get to that level of popularity. I think I have heard of. I saw one little ad for it somewhere. Money wise, okay, is at a 10. There's a 10 next to it. So there's going to be small celebrations along the way, but I don't think it's going to gain any real ground in the next little while. Okay. So hopefully that answers your question. Hey, Andre, how will crude oil and natural gas perform during the course of 2022? Well, the stocks are going to go. It's because the powers that be, this should be a Rumble thing to do, because there's some things that I might mention that may not be YouTube friendly. So I think we'll leave this one, and I'll put that on my Rumble channel at this weekend. Okay? Sorry about that. We got to stay safe. Can I get a free reading? Why? Do you want a 3-card reading? I can do that. Just to mention that I do not free readings. If you like a personal reading with me, make sure you go to psychicreadingsbyandre.com. All the information's on there. Should be the links in the description if you can't find it on Google. And all the information is there. Just give me an email and we'll set up a time and we'll go from there. Okay? But for free readings, no. But I'll do a 3-card reading. Not a full hour reading. Because we got 3 minutes left. Okay. So you're a little beat up. There's some situation that you're going through where a lot of things that were hidden are now found. And they're out in the open. And you're thinking that there's no end to this situation. You will get through this situation. You won't have the victory that you're hoping for when you get through this. It's going to be a punch in the gut for this situation that you're in. You will get through it and you will see the situation for what it actually is. It wasn't worth fighting for in the first place. So I think that you're going to gain that wisdom as you go through this situation that you're going through right now. Okay? All is not lost. You will be fine. You will survive. It's just a short period of time. Okay? And with that, that's the hour.
No.
Well, then you should do a reading for Chewbacca too. Is that a coin? I don't know.
No, she's just joking.
Oh, just joking. You never know these days. There's coins with all kinds of crazy names that are out there. Okay, always grateful for everybody that comes out for the live. It's a great time. Always have fun with you guys. Makes the show so much better than what it can be. Just a reminder that we have lives here on Saturdays and Sundays, 10 a.m. Central, and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark down your calendars. If you like a personal reading with me, not a free one, the information's at secondreadsbyandre.com, right on the screen there. And just email me, and we'll schedule you in. And also, if you'd like to keep your cryptocurrency safe from the criminals, like the government, go to the same place, secondreadsbyandre.com, where there's a link that'll take you to my affiliate page for a Trezor Cold wallet. Okay. I think that's it. See you on Saturday morning. Okay. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you on Saturday.
In the future.
In the future.